Brooklyn history is full of amazing women.
Combing through records, Diana Bauer-Smith, an archivist with the Center for Brooklyn History, was able to find details on the Brooklyn roller derby team. It was popular during the 1940s and 50s.
And it was an interesting sport at the time because it treated men and women equally. So the women's teams were super aggressive, super rough out on the roller rink.
One of the top players, Midgie Tuffy Berjoun, grabbed headlines nationally.
Some of the press coverage is about her as a wife and mother, and then some of it is about how she would attack her fellow players out on the rink.
Another trailblazer was Tsuneko Tokiyasu, who Bauer-Smith says is believed to be the first woman lawyer of Asian descent in the state. She attended Brooklyn Law School, one of only a few women students. Her daughters say she was shocked to even get that far.
She said, I was competing with the GI Bill and all the GIs coming back, and they were all men, and I was a Japanese woman.
Tokiyasu already faced many obstacles before coming to New York City. She grew up in California, and her family had to move after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, settling in Colorado. Her father actually encouraged her to become an attorney, and her children believe her experiences led her to the career.
Always thought that if you were white, male, and able, you had it made. When they were in California, they weren't allowed to own property unless they were American born. And so when my mother was born, my grandfather and grandmother were able to buy property, but it had to be in my mother's name.
The Center for Brooklyn History happy to continue sharing the legacy of these Brooklyn ladies.
And I think it's long since time that we shine a light on these women.
Katie Vasquez, News 12.